New policy on unlawful presence for F1, J1 students and scholars and their dependents. Effective August 9, 2018, F1 and J1 students and scholars, including their dependents, will accrue unlawful presence on the day after a violation of their visa status.
What is unlawful presence?
What this means is, if you violate immigration regulations, you will immediately lose your legal status in the United States, and, beginning on the day after the violation, you will be seen as being present in the U.S. without authorization. If the primary visa holder on an F1 or J1 accrues unlawful presence, so do their dependents on the F2 or J2 that are over the age of 18.
How does this impact international students and scholars?
As a result of your unlawful presence, you can be barred from future entry into the U.S. If you accumulate 180 days of unlawful presence, you can be barred from re-entering the U.S. for 3 years. If you accumulate 1 year of unlawful presence, you can be barred from the U.S. for 10 years.
What are some common violations?
Some examples of status violations are failing to pursue the course of study or authorized activity, engaging in an unauthorized activity such as unauthorized employment, staying beyond the expiration date as indicated on your I-94, or staying beyond the grace period following the program completion or any authorized post-completion employment.
What happened before August 9, 2018?
Prior to this policy, F1 or J1 students and scholars, including dependents, were only subject to the accrual of unlawful presence if USCIS denied a benefit that resulted in the loss of a legal status, or a decision on a status violation was made by an immigration judge. If you fell out of status, while it did have consequences, you did not accrue time in unlawful presence.
How can I avoid violating my immigration status?
Avoid violating your immigration status by following the immigration regulations as explained to you during orientation. If engaging in employment or an off-site activity, make sure you have authorization and only work during the authorized period. Make sure your email address is always up to date and check your email. Pay special attention to emails sent from the Bechtel International Center and your departments related to your immigration status. Know when your I-20 or DS 2019 expires and, if necessary, take the steps needed to extend your visa documents early before the documents expire. If you will be changing your visa status to a different status, make sure that you, your employer, or your department initiates the process early. Always check your I-94 arrival record whenever you re-enter the U.S. to ensure you have been admitted in the correct status and that your admit until date is noted as D/S. If it's not D/S, contact an advisor at Bechtel. Please view Part 2 of our Unlawful Presence video for case studies and detailed examples of some of the violations that can lead to the accrual of unlawful presence.